Authorities have released more information regarding a double fatal crash that claimed the life of a Nebraska State Patrol trooper. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, authorities have identified the second victim in a three-vehicle double fatal crash that occurred yesterday morning outside of Bridgeport. 28-year-old Derek Lacrete, who was originally from Llewellyn, has been identified as the second person who died during a Thursday morning accident just west of Bridgeport on Highway 26. Morrill County Sheriff Milo Cardenas explains how the accident that also claimed the life of NSP Trooper Jerry Smith transpired.
We know that there was a 2004 Dodge pickup that was westbound on Highway 26, had stopped to make a left turn onto the cemetery. There was while she was waiting for oncoming traffic was Trooper or Smith's vehicle. There was a vehicle that came from behind and was traveling whatever we don't know the speeds right now. I did not see the pickup and swerved over to miss the 2002 Dodge pickup, swerved over to incoming traffic where Mr. Smith was traveling east into Bridgeport, and the two vehicles collided.
Trooper Smith was with the State Patrol for nearly 5 years, and before that, an illustrious 25-year career with the U.S. Army, which included 2 tours in Iraq. Troop E Commander Kurt von Minden says Smith used that experience to be a leader and mentor to other troopers every day.
Being a very brave Army soldier, he used that with the younger troops, of which we have many, and he led them informally every day and mentored them, taught them how to do their jobs, even though he was a fairly short career here with us. He was a friend and mentor to the younger guys. They all looked up to him. He was a family man that was dedicated to his wife and his son, and I believe his daughter. He meant a lot to the community. He took great pride in being a trooper and being a citizen here in Scottsbluff County. He was just a tremendous man. He's going to be greatly missed by everyone here.
Governor Pete Ricketts ordered that all flags to remain at half-staff until Trooper Smith's interment. We'll have more news right after this.
Platte Valley Companies is your home team financial and insurance network that works for you.
When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in who you choose to handle your trust. Talking with someone about estate planning is a very sensitive thing. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local, serving our neighbors and friends.
Respect for tradition, coupled with vision that looks to the next frontier. Platte Valley Bank, a Platte Valley company, member FDIC.
Welcome back. Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts stopped in Alliance on Wednesday afternoon, recognizing the work of the WNCC Powerline Educational Facility and highlighting the Nebraska Diplomats Organization. Students showed off their skills as they've been learning how to safely ascend the power poles of the indoor and outdoor facility as they train to become electricians for power districts and companies across the state and nation. WNCC Workforce Development Director Doug Mader told those in attendance that we need to change the way people look at the trades because every job is valuable, no matter the task at hand.
There's value in work. There's value in jobs. And we need, as a state and a country, to be ready to say there's value in all of our jobs. We need tradespeople. If I don't have air conditioning in August, I'm going to need a tradesperson to help. If we don't have tradespeople doing things in manufacturing and all of the different aspects of our economy, it trickles down to all of us.
Governor Ricketts even getting a chance to show off his skills by donning linesman equipment and taking a short trip up one of the practice poles inside the covered facility. The nonprofit Nebraska Diplomats forms alliances with other Nebraska economic development organizations to promote the state's productive business climate and its unique quality of life. Well, a Canadian company that had planned to buy one of Cabela's former corporate buildings in Sydney is buying Cabela's former distribution center instead. MMP Enterprises and Sydney officials announced the deal on Thursday. Sydney Economic Development Director Melissa Norgard says Toronto-based MMP has estimated that over the next 3 years, it will create 300 jobs that will include forklift operators, marketers, and website developers. And a proposal that would turn over the Pine Ridge Job Corps Center south of Chadron to a private contractor under the U.S. Department of Labor has been scrapped. In a statement released by both the USDA and the Department of Labor, federal officials say that, quote, for the time being, USDA does not intend to transfer the centers to DOL and will instead conduct a robust organizational review of the Forest Service role in the Job Corps management and operation. Clayton Risen, the community relations chairman for the Pine Ridge Center, says the announcement is great news for everyone. The plan would have transferred management of the Pine Ridge Job Corps Center and 15 others from the U.S. Forest Service to the Labor Department for operations by contractors, a proposal that would have seen all of the employees at the centers lose their jobs later this year and 9 other Job Corps centers close. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer will be in with your weekend weather forecast. Stick around. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
On April 15, 1924, West Nebraska Methodist Episcopal Hospital, the region's first modern hospital, opened in downtown Scottsbluff. The goal was to provide the care residents needed close to home, and it's never changed. For 95 years, we've continued to provide exceptional health care for generations of families throughout our region as a community hospital, a regional referral center, and a Level 2 trauma center. Thank you for trusting your health care to Regional West Medical Center.
The 5055E from John Deere features the value of choice with a cab or open station, two-wheel drive or mechanical front-wheel drive, and transmission options, in addition to easy-to-use controls and loader compatibility. All of this is backed with a 5-year powertrain warranty. The only thing easier than owning a 5E is operating one. See your John Deere dealer for details.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance.
The pecan chicken salad and ultimate BLT sandwiches from Arby's. It's like eating a whole farmer's market.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Expect showers tonight across the region, off and on. It's not going to rain the entire time, but we're going to see quite a few showers here moving across the region. Temps in the 50s, down into the upper 40s as we get towards sunrise tomorrow. And that's it. It's going to be very chilly, very cool, very damp. So rainy and cool all weekend long, really. Again, it's not going to be a constant rain, but there are going to be periods of time it's going to be raining. And then we're going to be dealing with pockets of heavy rain as well. Next week looks much warmer. In fact, we could be talking into the 90s by late next week. Go figure. It's been one of those months so far here in June. 82 yesterday and 52 for a low. That was about normal. We were nowhere near that today. Today was the official start of summer, just before 10 o'clock this morning. 600s yesterday in the rain gauge, 1.25 inches short for the year. We'll probably make up a lot of that today and tomorrow and into Sunday. 2 1/3 inches above normal for the year. So still, as a year in a whole, we're above normal. Look at what's coming here, though, in our 8 to 14-day outlook. We showed you this yesterday. This is the latest one coming in from the Climate Prediction Center. You can see a large area here of western Nebraska, eastern Wyoming, all the way through the Cornhusker State. Much better chances of above normal temperatures as we get off to our north and east. The only area that's going to be cooler than normal, possibly, is in western portions of Wyoming. And then we're also dealing with about normal temperature or precip for us, maybe a little above normal in portions of the area, better chances of drier than normal temperature or precip in south central Nebraska, areas that certainly could use some time off from this wet pattern that we've been in. A tale of two parts of the state right now, 50s and 60s for us, 49 in Laramie. Look at the eastern part of the state, 81 in Hastings, 83 in Hays. You can see some 90s in southeastern portions of Kansas. So very mild conditions there. 61 in Torrington, only 54 right now in Cheyenne, 74 over in Ogallala. You can see a line of some stronger winds with some showers and storms starting to push through the region, and that is where we're seeing some of those stronger wind gusts as we speak. Severe weather threat, we're not worried too much about it tonight, mainly to our south. As you can see, where some of that areas had some sunshine, those warmer areas, they may see some severe weather tonight. Tomorrow, everything should push even further off to the south and east of us. And then same situation for Sunday. We're going to remain pretty much thunderstorm free here. We'll see some showers, though, across the area. So off and on, showers move across the region tonight. You can see not bad, but lots of rain coming in the overnight period, off and on throughout the night. We'll see off and on showers. Low temperatures are only going to fall into the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. I say only because we only got into the upper 50s and low 60s today for highs. Tomorrow, hey, how about a repeat? A lot of showers moving across the region. And if we see this, models are trying to indicate some bands of some heavier rain and maybe even some training of some of those showers. If that happens, we will probably see some areas pick up quite a bit of rain. And we'll show you what the models are doing with that because they're pretty specific on where that's going to happen. 70 in Ogallala tomorrow for a high. We're in the 60s everywhere else. So let's talk about precip. Here's what models are kicking out as we go tonight into tomorrow. It's trying to pick out some areas here from Alliance through Scotts Bluff down to Cheyenne where those showers may repeat over the same areas. And if that happens, I think an inch or more certainly not out of the question. Most of us will end up with some precip. Looks like the northern panhandle and the northern part of Nebraska may fare a little less in terms of precip compared to the central and southern portions of our region. And again, don't be surprised to see a few areas pick up over an inch of moisture over just the next 24 hours if we get some of those training showers. Off and on showers tonight, 48 for a low. Tomorrow, how about showers? Cloudy, cool, off and on showers throughout the day. 67 is all for a high tomorrow, another cool day. And it's going to remain cool on into Sunday. Highs only in the upper 60s. Then we break the pattern. Monday about 82. Look at Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week. Highs approaching 90 Tuesday, Wednesday, and we've got temps into the low 90s. So we start Saturday, Sunday on this 7-day forecast cool, only to turn hot by the end of the 7-day forecast. And it looks like that pattern of 80s and low 90s may stick around for several days beyond this 7-day forecast.
The pecan chicken salad and ultimate BLT sandwiches from Arby's. It's like eating a whole farmer's market.
Arby's, we have the meats.
For sandwiches.
Are you ready to join the celebration? Then what are you waiting for? Switch to Viero today and find out exactly why we're better. More towers than the competition, convenient stores in your neighborhood, friendly, helpful customer service, and top phones at excellent values, such as the iPhone XR for free. That's right, get a free iPhone XR when you purchase any other iPhone of equal or greater value. Viero Wireless, your better choice for wireless service.
Welcome back. Today is the first day of summer, and the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services is distributing free fans through the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program. DHHS has partnered with 28 organizations across the state, including Northwest Community Action in Box Butte, Sheridan, and Dawes counties, as well as the Carpenter Center in Terrytown. Eligibility is determined by the organizations that hand out the fans, and last year, partner organizations distributed more than 3,300 fans across the state. Well, 3 people, including 2 from Sydney, have been indicted by the federal grand jury for Nebraska. 30-year-old Ashley Whited, 26-year-old Jared Schaefer, and 35-year-old Francisco Herrera are charged with conspiracy to distribute and possess with intent to distribute 50 grams or more of methamphetamine. Count 2 of the indictment charges Herrera with possession with intent to distribute 500 grams or more of methamphetamine from an incident that took place on May 10th. He faces up to life imprisonment, while the other 2 could face up to 40 years behind bars. And some rodeo circuit cowboys say they will boycott this year's Cheyenne Frontier Days Rodeo because of the new tournament-style format that the daddy of them all adopted in roping and steer wrestling events. Under the new format, slack will now become a qualifying round to make it into the rodeo performances in steer roping, tie-down roping, team roping, and steer wrestling. Each performance will see event winners and money paid out, and the contestants will start with a clean slate in the finals. Tie-down roper Hunter Heron of Apache, Oklahoma says the change means cowboys will compete more for less money. Well, straight ahead, Bryce and Alex will milk it for all it's worth during this week's Friday 5. We'll be back with that right after the break.
Run with us in the unstoppable John Deere Gator XUV 835 and be prepared to go the extra mile. Because when others take rain checks, we take the wheel. With 3 wide seating, heat, and AC, this is the coolest, most comfortable Gator yet. Nothing runs like a Deere. Run with us.
Visit 21st Century Equipment with locations in Scottsbluff, Torrington, Bridgeport, and Alliance.
Care Heilbronn, State Farm agent, is here to protect all the moving parts of your life. With auto, home, life, and financial services, Care Heilbronn and her team make it simple to bring together what matters to you.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
Want to find out where we're trucking milk? Find out in this legendary episode of Friday 5 brought to you by the Nebraska Corn Board.
In case you missed it, June is dairy month, so we made our way to Triple H Farms here in Malcolm, Nebraska. Let's kick off the dairy celebration with a favorite, ice cream.
That's right. Bryce, if you had to guess, pick a number 1 through 10, how many gallons of ice cream do you think you eat every year?
Oh my goodness, probably 7.
That's really close, actually. The average American eats 6 gallons of ice cream every year. Each gallon is made from 12 pounds of whole milk, which is what makes it so dairy good. And about 9% of all milk in the U.S. is used for ice cream.
Now, if you're looking for a local ice cream, you can choose Highlands. Highlands has manufacturing and distribution centers across the state of Nebraska. You can also get locally produced yogurt from Burbox Dairy in Hardington.
In the U.S., there are 7 different dairy cow breeds producing our dairy tasty products. The most popular is the Holstein, notably known for her black and white spots. Now, she produces more milk than any of the other U.S. dairy breeds.
Jerseys are the smallest breed, and they produce milk with a very high butter fat content. Many say the Brown Swiss is the oldest dairy breed, and their milk is ideal for making cheese.
Other dairy breeds include Guernseys, Ayrshires, and milking Shorthorns. But let's get back to the food now.
While Nebraska is not necessarily known for its cheese production, there is one cheese plant here in the state.
That's right. Yisha's Farmstead Cheese is located just 30 miles from here in Braidner, Nebraska. And the reason they can use Farmstead in their name is because the milk they use for the cheese is produced on their very own farm.
So you might be wondering how much milk is needed to make cheese. It takes about 10 pounds of milk to make just 1 pound of cheese.
And you can't talk about cheese without mentioning Wisconsin. The state produces 25% of the nation's cheese. Bryce, what nutrients do you think of when you think of dairy products?
Of course, calcium is a big one.
Calcium is a big one because a cup of milk provides over 300 milligrams of calcium to promote strong bone health. But let's add to that list because dairy is packed with 8 other essential nutrients like protein.
1 ounce of cheddar cheese has 25% more protein than an egg. Dairy is also a great source of vitamin A and D as well as phosphorus.
It's time to celebrate the most popular dairy product, milk.
Nebraska ranks 26th in the nation for milk production. Our dairy cows here in the state produce about 7 gallons of milk each day. That's over 2,600 gallons of milk each year.
If you drink the recommended 3 glasses of milk each day, that's a 38-year supply of milk from just 1 cow.
Shoot, I think I've only had 2 glasses so far.
That's a wrap of this On the Road edition of Friday 5 brought to you by the Nebraska Corn Board.
Have a great weekend and go celebrate Dairy Month.
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for two. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your weekend community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Why do we work all hours of the night? Head towards challenges instead of turning away, and work together to solve the toughest problems so you can enjoy the little things and all the big moments life has to offer. Tri-State and our family of electric cooperatives. Brighter, stronger, better together.
This chair is way too big. It's perfect for us. This one's tiny. That's 'cause it's mine. Hey, this chair is just right. This bed is way too hard. It's perfect for me. This bed is way too soft. Ah, just what I needed. This bed is just right. So come on over to Lee's Heads.
Platte Valley Companies is your home team financial and insurance network that works for you.
Platte Valley Bank provides a broad range of financial tools for your short and long-term business needs. Our experienced commercial lenders will work with you every step of the way to help your business grow. At Platte Valley Bank, we are proud to provide you with local decisions by hometown people for your hometown business.
Respect for tradition, coupled with vision that looks to the next frontier. Platte Valley Bank, a Platte Valley company, member FDIC.
And finally tonight, last week, the North Platte NRD's Greener Gardens Greenhouse celebrated its one-year anniversary, and this project has evolved immensely during that time.
Really has grown very well. Last year at this time it was pretty barren here. We were just getting started.
It has been a remarkable first year for the North Platte NRD's Greener Gardens Greenhouse. That's according to Jennifer Burge-Sauter, the greenhouse manager. She says they're lucky because the community-funded geothermal greenhouse allows them to grow year-round, and the fruits of their labor go right back into the community.
Our vegetables that are grown that we donate to veterans and we donate to Capwin, and they distribute to different groups around the valley.
In the greenhouse, you'll see everything from cucumbers to tomatoes, colorful flowers, and they're now growing lemons and kiwis as well. They're also expanding their offerings by trying new plants on a small-scale basis to see if locals can follow suit after the Greener Gardens Greenhouse goes through the rounds of trial and error.
This year we did buy saffron bulbs because that was a crop that we wanted to try, and because that herb in particular is a dollar. Part of the goal of this project was to show that possibly growers or farmers could have a greenhouse or some kind of operation, hoop house, whatever they decided to do, and maybe try some different kinds of crops.
And while Burge-Sauter isn't keeping busy with the plants, it's all about continuing education efforts with area children.
And then with all the classrooms that come in and groups that come in for classes and tours and learning about plants, and from all ages, honestly, we feel like we want to put the best effort into those educational opportunities.
For more information about the greenhouse, or if you'd like to schedule a tour, you can call the North Platte NRD at 632-2749. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.